I was enlisted in 1943.
At 19 years old, Lee Smith decided it was his turn.
19-year-old and 20-year-old, you are invincible. It isn't going to happen to you, it's going to happen to the guy next door.
To serve his country and enlist in the military.
I wasn't really mad at anybody, but I wanted to fly planes.
The United States had already been fighting in World War II for about 2 years.
I knew the war was on. If I didn't, I was going to get drafted, maybe pointed to the hand of the rifle and said, the enemy's that way.
Wanting to be just like his older brother, a Navy pilot stationed in the South Pacific, flying made the most sense.
Well, things don't always go the way you want them. He's got scarlet fever. And I was in the Army hospital for about 5 weeks.
By the time Lee was released from the hospital, his class already shipped off to their assignments. So, the military bounced Smith around from base to base in Texas, Wisconsin, and Illinois until landing in Boca Raton, Florida, in radio detection and ranging school.
I was being trained as what was known as countermeasures. Now it's called electronic warfare, but at that time it was to defeat German radar.
But just as Lee finished that training and got his diploma, that was it.
They had no room for me. I seemed to be an odd man out, but at that point, I never got overseas.
He was honorably discharged, then landed a career in advertising on the West Coast.
People that I knew at that time came back with medals. I came back with diplomas. So I got diplomas. You don't pin those on your uniform.
But even after all those years away from the Army, Smith says nothing compared to the bonds made with other service members. So, when given the chance to join fellow veterans on Honor Flight Bluegrass, he jumped on it, excited to surround himself with other World War II veterans who walked the same path as him.
Mostly the people I'm with. It's good to see. I've seen these before, some of them. I've seen them again. It's nice. To just see the monuments, oh no, it's okay. But to be with the people.
But all that time spent in trainings while on active duty, then racing to beat deadlines in the advertising business, Lee says he missed out on one thing.
Except we didn't jump off an airplane. And so that was something I wanted to do for 70 years. I didn't finish the whole story.
Until last year.
It took me waiting 70 years to take a jump.
Strapped up to a former Navy SEAL, Smith finally took the plunge at 96 years old in Arizona.
How was that, Lee? Oh, that was wonderful. What was your favorite part? Bless your heart. It was fun. I thought it was a lot of fun. I don't think my son appreciated that.
Now, after his daredevil acts, decades-long advertising career, years of volunteering, and his time as a sergeant in the military,
I loved it.
Smith looks back on his time serving this country as the best years of his life. In Louisville with photojournalist Jonathan McEmber, Katrina Nickel, WDRB News.